Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. Today is Sunday. Or actually Monday, off of work. We had a kind of a friend get together yesterday. Actually what we did is we went to the local semi-pro team, and they have a thing called the Kennel Club. So if you spend $30, you get admission, plus you get all you can eat and drink until the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. So a lot of fun was had by all. Feeling it today, but I'm okay. Wasn't going to do one this week, but I got beer mail from Mash Paddle. Big shout out to him. I appreciate it, man. He sent me a lot of great sounding beers. One was broken. The cap bent, so it leaked a little bit in the package, but he had it in a Ziploc bag, so it didn't get anywhere. But that was an oatmeal cookies or Girl Scout cookie stout or something. I don't know if it was an oatmeal stout. So I chilled that yesterday and drank it. It was carved. It was beautiful tasting beer. So let me show you what else he sent me. This one is a Russian Imperial Stout. It was 9.7% he sent me 2 of those. He sent me 2 of Great Scott BYO May and June of 2015. That was brewed on October 16th. 2 of those. He sent me 2 Citra Citra and 2-row smash beers. Looks like he used 8 ounces Citra. The biggest reason he sent me beer mail is so I could see what I thought of Citra in other people's beers. And then he sent me his club's barrel-aged port wine beer. It doesn't have a percent, so maybe if you could, Mash Paddle, give me what the percent is on that. That was brewed of July 4th of 2014. So that's a year. He sent me 2 of those. So in all, he sent me 9 beers. I can't thank him enough. I appreciate it. He actually put it right in his hop experiment box, so everything was right and handy, and he used that. So I'll probably use the same box to send back to him. I don't know what I'm going to send him because I don't have anything homebrew. I could send him a vanilla porter. That's totally not very good anymore. It's about 6 months old. But I could send him one of those. I'm going to try and send him the Centennial water treatment / Conan yeast beer. Send him a couple of those possibly. And then probably send him some Surly and some Bent Paddle because he can't get that. So I'll be sending that to him probably in a month or 2. But I want to crack into this Russian Imperial Stout here. I've had it out a little bit warming. And if this is anything like his Girl Scout cookie stout, I'm going to love it. So, good hiss. Oh boy. It smells good. So let me pour it into a glass. I don't know if this is bottle conditioned or if it's keg conditioned. I don't really see it. Yeah, there's a little bit on the bottom there. So, oh boy. Alright, I had to cut it out, give it some time to settle down a little bit, and also to delete some videos because I realized I was running low on memory. Alright, so let's give this aroma. Smells like a stout. Very rich. I don't get any alcohol. Some roast, chocolate, a little bit of coffee. Smells like an Imperial Stout. I don't get much of these, so I truly appreciate him sending this to me. Let's get a taste. Wow. Wow, beautiful beer, man. It's very roasty, not astringent like when I get with my dark beers. I mean, there's some, astringency in the way that you're going to get with dark malts, but not like mine where it's overpowering. I don't know if he cold steeps his black malts or he just keeps his pH right, but very good. To me, is commercial quality Imperial Stout. I've had worse beers that were commercial, so Delicious. And it's got that kind of that dark fruity type flavor that you get with Imperial Stouts. Awesome beer. Again, I appreciate it, man. I can't reciprocate very fast, but I will send you something for sure. That's really about it. I do have, or I did bottle my beer last week, that one that I want to send out. So I will probably crack into that this upcoming weekend. That'll be 2 weeks. Looking forward to trying that. Just an update on the flavor. The crazy esters in that beer, crazy esters, but it tastes pretty good. So we'll see how it kind of conditions in the bottle and everything. So that's it for me. I probably won't see you again for a couple weeks. Next week's 4th of July. The weekend after that, we're going to a cabin. So I don't know. We'll see. But cheers, guys. Go Pack Go. And oh, and the Hop Experiment beers, I've been slacking on those, and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. But again, cheers. Go Pack Go. Well, guys, that first one was so good, I decided to do another. So I don't know where I'm going to cut this in, but I spent my time with that Imperial Stout. It was really good. Wife approved. She said, "Oh, it's a little boozy," but I mean, at it was 9.7. Of course, it's going to be. It was a beautiful beer. Thanks again for sending that to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Citra beer. I'm going to do that, as well as I have my Moon Man, which is kind of clearing up, as you can see now, and kind of see if I can pull out the Citra from that, you know, kind of just compare quick. The dankness that I get from Citra is really coming out. It's like Citra holds on, the aroma really holds on, and the other hops have faded, and now all I'm getting, I think, is the Citra. So let's crack into this. It doesn't have an ABV on this. I think it's, you know, I would guess somewhere around 6%. And it is full. So let's pour it in the Hop Slam glass. And I think this is out of the keg. So let's get it poured. All right. And let's look at the color, because really, I mean, their color is about the same. His is definitely a little clearer. Mine might be a little darker, but I'm not seeing much difference. So this is kind of impromptu. I'm curious, and I thought I'd put on camera. So let's give this an aroma. See, I'm not getting the intense Citra aroma on this. This is just like a good smelling, I'm smelling more the malt in this, to be honest with you. But I am getting a citrus, you know, kind of like mango, pineapple type aroma. This I'm really digging the aroma on. Well, let's compare it to this. I've already given you my kind of impressions on this, so this smells more like malt. This smells more like dank mangoes. So let's see in the flavor. And I'm also reviewing this, so I will pay more attention to this. As you can see, some lacing, not very clear. It was clear in the bottle, so that's definitely chill haze when it was warm. So let's give this a taste. Wow, it's clean. Very balanced bitterness, very low. I think 8 ounces of hops. Maybe this is more a pale ale. Comes across more like a pale ale than an IPA. Mash, why don't you comment and tell me what the ABV is if you have it, and if this is pale ale, but I think it's more a pale ale. Now let's get a flavor in this. I can't pick out the Citra in it. Mine is just kind of funky. It's weird. It's super hoppy. Mine is. One thing could be he used 8 ounces of Citra, so I can't remember how many I used in mine, but it's somewhere around 8 ounces, not of Citra, but of everything else. Mine is more hoppy, more in your face, but not necessarily in a good way. Let me get, this is, I really dig this. It's malty, kind of like, it's malty in a pale ale type category, not super malty, but I would guess that this was mashed around 154. I could be wrong, but it's really good. Really, really good. Cheers. Thanks, Mash Paddle. You beat me with mine. I would drink this over that anytime. So, again, probably too critical of my beers. I wish I could send you one of those. But, again, I am terrible at bottling off the keg. So maybe I could try, but, I'm just not super impressed with that either. But, cheers. Great beer. Honestly, this is, again, is commercial quality. He really is showing how good of a brewery he is. Check out his channel if you haven't. Mash Paddle. Great guy. And I look forward to sending him my beers so he can review them and give them a shot. All right, cheers.